Hello students, welcome to part 2 of lesson 18 Effects of Pollution. In today's video, we are going to discuss the effects of water, soil and radioactive pollution. We begin with effects of water pollution on environment, that is animals, marine life and vegetation. And first we have eutrophication. Eutrophication is the process of depletion of oxygen from water bodies occurring either naturally or due to human activities. This process has already been explained in great detail in one of the previous videos. Next we have biomagnification. Biomagnification refers to the increase in the concentration of various toxic substances along the food chain. Let's understand this term with the help of this diagram. In this diagram, you can see that the phytoplankton are at the bottom of the food chain. Phytoplankton are microscopic organisms that live in water. Shrimp feed on these phytoplanktons. Therefore, more toxic chemicals will get concentrated in shrimp as these chemicals don't get broken down in the body. The shrimp will be eaten by smaller fish. While one shrimp might have only small amounts of chemicals or toxins in its body, a small fish will eat many shrimp during its lifetime. So this means that this small fish will have all the toxins of all the shrimp that it has eaten during its lifetime and also all the phytoplanktons that the shrimp has eaten. The smaller fish are eaten by bigger fish like salmon. And these fish get still higher concentrations of toxic chemicals. And finally, bigger fish like salmon are eaten by man, and he gets the highest concentration of toxic chemicals. So, biomagnification refers to the increase in the concentration of various toxic substances along the food chain, and the phenomenon of concentrated toxic deposition at the higher trophic level is known as bioaccumulation. The industrial waste has inorganic matter which is not soluble in water. It includes toxic metals like lead, mercury, zinc, copper, cadmium, and chromium. It also includes toxic non-metals like arsenic, petrochemicals, acids and alkalis, cellulose fibers, coloring and bleaching materials. This industrial waste kills the aquatic organisms and can reach human body through contaminated food, that is, fish. Most of the large-scale industrial units, thermal power plants, oil refineries, etc., are located along the banks of rivers. These industries use large quantities of fresh water for cooling purposes. The hot water is generally discharged in the rivers. This increases the temperature of river water by about 10 degrees Celsius, and this leads to thermal pollution of water. This has a harmful effect on the aquatic organisms such as fish and algae. The increase in temperature of river water also decreases the level of dissolved oxygen, which results in the release of foul and toxic gases. Oil spills also contaminate the seawater and lead to the death of marine organisms. The oil spreads on water and forms a layer which is harmful for marine animals. As you can see the black layer of oil on the water here also. The oil forms a black layer on the surface which can coat the feathers of birds. Like you can see here, the feathers of this bird are thickly coated with oil. And it can also coat the fur of marine animals. All of them die or drown. When the oil spill reaches the coast, it affects fishing activities and tourism. Now we begin with effects of water pollution on human health. The untreated domestic waste and sewage have plenty of organic matter in the form of food residue, human excreta, soaps, detergents, etc. They breed pathogens after mixing with water and need bacteria for degradation. The activities of bacteria decrease the oxygen level in water. About 60% of all diseases in India are due to the presence of pathogenic bacteria in the polluted water. It can cause infectious diseases such as typhoid, cholera, dysentery, jaundice, hepatitis, polio, etc. Now we will study the effect of toxic compounds on human health. Toxic metals and non-metals released by industries have the following effects. Mercury dumped into water is transformed into water-soluble methyl mercury by bacterial action. Methyl mercury accumulates in fish. People in Japan suffered from a disease called Minamata. This disease was first discovered in Minamata city in Japan in 1956. It was caused by the release of methyl mercury in the industrial wastewater from the Chiso Corporation's chemical factory, which continued from 1932 to 1968. Methyl mercury accumulated in the shellfish and other fish of the Minamata Bay. When eaten by the local population, it resulted in mercury poisoning. It caused muscle weakness, vision and hearing problems, and in extreme cases, it caused insanity, paralysis, coma, and death. Here in this picture, you can see the effects of methyl mercury poisoning on this child. Pollution by the heavy metal cadmium caused the disease called itai itai among the people in Japan. Itai itai means it hurts in Japanese. The name was given to the mass cadmium poisoning of the Toyama prefecture on Honshu Island in Japan starting around 1912. The term Itai Itai disease was coined by the locals for the severe pains that the people felt in the spine and joints. Cadmium poisoning can also cause softening of the bones and kidney failure. The cadmium was released into rivers by mining companies in the mountains. Here in this picture, you can see the effects of cadmium poisoning on the bones of this man. Water contaminated with arsenic causes mental disorders, liver damage, lung cancer, ulcers in gastrointestinal tract, and kidney failure. Fluoride containing pollutants cause a disease called fluorosis, which causes discoloring of dental enamel and black and brown stains on the teeth. It also causes respiratory and gastrointestinal problems. Here you can see the black and brown stains because of fluorosis. Now we will study the effects of soil pollution, starting with effects on environment. Nitrogenous fertilizers produce toxic concentration of nitrate and nitrite in the leaves. This reduces the plant's ability to photosynthesize and grow properly and reduces the farmer's crop yield. Nitrogen and phosphorus from the fertilizers accumulate in nearby water bodies, resulting in eutrophication. Industrial and chemical waste in the soil pollute the underground water. Water mixed with various toxic chemicals from the topsoil seeps down and makes the underground water toxic. Land and soil pollution is responsible for loss of fertility and productivity of soil. Effects of soil pollution on human health and other organisms. Soils contain many pathogenic bacteria, viruses, and intestinal worms which are transmitted to man by the consumption of fruits and vegetables. If the soil is radioactive, the radioactive pollutants can enter the plants and crops, and from there they can enter the bodies of animals and humans. Use of human and animal excreta as manure pollutes the soil because it contains various pathogens which can contaminate the soil and crops and enter human beings, affecting their health. Particles in sewage may clog the microholes of the soil and destroy the useful microorganisms that are necessary for soil enrichment. Pesticides that are sprayed on crops can enter the human body through crops, which in turn absorb the toxic chemicals from the soil. Now we have the effects of radioactive pollution, and first, effects on environment. When soil is contaminated by radioactive substances, the harmful substances are transferred into the plants growing in it. It leads to genetic mutation. Since plants are the basis of all food chains, their contamination can lead to radioactive deposition all along the food web. The high-level products of radiation remain in the environment for several hundred years. Radioactive pollution can cause loss of unique ecosystems. Effects of radioactive pollution on human health. Radiation affects living organisms. It causes harmful changes in the body cells and at a genetic level. So let's start with genetic variation. This refers to the damage caused by radiation in the offsprings of an individual. This damage may be transmitted to many generations. For example, around 200,000 civilians died during the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Today, most of the generation that was alive during the bombing has passed away. However, the future generations of the survivors of the bombing are still being exposed to mental retardation, genetic mutation, impairment in physical growth, and even an increase in cancer risk. Here in these two pictures, we can see the effects of genetic mutation in descendants of the survivors of the bombing. Somatic variation. This refers to short-term exposure to radiation that can cause damage to organs of the body. It includes breast cancer, thyroid cancer, lung cancer, brain cancer, sterility, and defective eyesight. Now let us talk about the Chernobyl disaster. On the early morning of 26th of April 1986, disaster struck the Chernobyl nuclear power plant near the town of Pripyat in what is now Ukraine. A catastrophic power surge during an experimental safety procedure caused an explosion inside reactor number 4, which threw large amounts of radioactive material into the atmosphere along with plumes of smoke. Workers were exposed to the lethal dose of radiation in less than 60 seconds. They did not die immediately, but many of these people would die within weeks. People in nearby towns began to fall sick. The radioactive plume spread across much of Europe. Within 2 days, workers at a nuclear power plant in Sweden detected elevated levels of radioactivity on their clothing, which was the first international hint that something had gone wrong. The exact death toll from the accident is hard to define. Experts estimate the total death toll to be around 4,000, but other people assert that official numbers could be in tens of thousands. The Red Forest is an area of pine trees adjacent to the nuclear power plant. This forest was hit by immense radiation, turned a rustic bright red, and died. These trees don't seem to be decaying. This is because the population of bacteria and fungi that drive the process of decay were also contaminated and died. Some animals in the worst hit areas died or stopped reproducing. The number of species of animals have been reduced by 50% in some areas. And now we come to our last topic, effects of radioactive pollution on animals. Radioactive substances resulting from explosions of nuclear devices or nuclear waste penetrate the soil, from where they enter into the food chain and get concentrated in the body tissues of animals. Higher animals are more susceptible to genetic damage due to radiation as compared to lower animals such as flies and insects. Massive dose of radiation can cause diarrhea, vomiting, internal bleeding, and death. It can also cause permanent damage to cellular DNA that could potentially result in cancer and genetic mutations in their offsprings. Here you can see the genetic mutations which have been caused in animals after the Chernobyl disaster. I conclude my lecture here. Today, in this video, we studied the effects of water, soil, and radioactive pollution. Thank you.